Here we have two Royal Enfields that are about 5 or 6 years old and have both done nearly 40,000 kilometres. So the question is, how reliable have they been and what do they look like after that many miles? Now, you could not ask for a more magnificent backdrop, could you? This is the hills of Tenerife. We've just come back on the way back from Mount Teide. You can probably hear that. There's about 20 quad bikes coming down the mountain, and the view is just endless. It's stunning. You can see miles and miles across the sea. You can see the other Canary Islands. It's just magnificent. But let's talk about the bikes. So both of these Royal Enfields are from Rider Tenerife, which are a rental company here in Tenerife. So if you want to rent a motorbike, that's the place to get them from. And they've had this Bullet for quite a number of years. This is actually the bike that started their business. So it's been ridden many, many times and for many, many years. And this Interceptor was the first 650 Royal Enfield that they got. So it's been on the fleet for a long time. It's done many miles and they have given us a full rundown on everything that's gone wrong on these bikes. And perhaps you'd be surprised at the list of things.
You can imagine, with all the different people getting on and off this bike, renting it, using it and abusing it over all those years, it's going to have a massive list of problems. Well, the main problem it's had is that a few nuts and bolts over a number of years might have just loosened a little bit with the vibration, including the heat shield, which they eventually took off. Other than that, nothing has gone wrong with this motorcycle. It's been totally reliable and perfect. So it's absolutely incredible to think that with people who don't really know how these bikes ride and get on them and over rev them and thrashing them around Tenerife up and down these mountain roads, nothing has gone wrong with the motorcycle. That's testament to how good they are.
Now, sorry, the shot's a little bit backlit. We're in the shade because we've been standing in the sun all day. So I think if we stand in it any longer, we might get heat stroke. And that's the last thing I want when I'm riding a motorcycle. But the other thing they mentioned with this classic 500, I think I might have said Bullet earlier, I get them muddled up. They're basically the same bike, different styling. The other thing is that some people don't understand the way these bikes are meant to be ridden. And perhaps if you'd rented a Ducati beforehand and then you got off that and got onto the classic 500 because you thought, I want to give that bike a go, and you try and ride it like you ride an Italian sports bike, which is revving it and trying to go to the rev limiter and bouncing it off, that's when the bike sort of goes into a kind of limp mode, like it says, oh, what's going on, and it kind of cuts the power a bit. But if you don't ride it like that and you ride it how it's meant to be ridden, which is low down in the torque, short shifting, then you won't have any problems like that. So you've got to ride these bikes with care. They're not to be over revved, they're not revvy engines. It's a single cylinder, it's got a long stroke, it's a thumper, and it's meant to be thumped around.
Now, on our trip in Tenerife, we've been wearing Anson's clothes casually after riding. It's lovely to get into something cool and comfortable, and Anson's have got a great summer range this year, so make sure you do check their website. The link's in our description, and you have a discount code you can use for 20% off as well, which is brilliant. But generally we've been wearing Anson's clothes for a long time now, and we do highly recommend them because we love them. They're very stylish. So if you're looking at B-roll shots that you'll see right now, you'll see us wearing some different clothing. Now I'm wearing my favourite Anson's cap, love this cap, and this Anson's shirt, which I also wear in the gym, which is great. And I've also got the Anson's sneakers on, which I've been walking around in the evenings. It's fabulous. So make sure you do have a look on the website because the clothes are top quality, very practical, very stylish and very manly.
Now, this Interceptor hasn't had any mechanical issues. So that is a testament to how good these motorcycles are. And of course, if you maintain them properly, like they should be and like they have been at Easy Rider, then you won't have any mechanical issues, or it's unlikely that you will. So if you don't maintain the bike properly, that's when things start to go wrong. And also, this is a very chrome motorcycle, so if you get one that's got lots of chrome and the polished aluminium engine, chrome is something that needs looking after, so you're going to have to polish it pretty much every time you go out for a ride to keep it looking shiny. Some people love to do that, some people don't, and if you don't love to do that, don't get a chrome motorcycle. But polished aluminium, it's aluminium, so aluminium does corrode over time. So if you polish it up again, it'll be shiny. So if you buy this bike and you're not expecting that, you should expect that, because any aluminium that's not been painted over will corrode. That's just what that metal does. That's the nature of that metal. In fact, another example of that is I've got a 2005 Jaguar XJR, and that's got a supercharged V8, and the supercharger casing is aluminium and it corrodes. So unless I paint it, every time I polish it, if I come back to it a year later, it'll be corroded again.
Bikes like this are really perfect for the back roads and places like Tenerife, where you've got very low speed limits in most places. Up here the speed limit is 70 kilometers an hour, which is about 50 or something miles per hour, so not very fast. So bikes like this that plod along, pop, 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 especially like the classic 500, are absolutely perfect for these roads. And this has got more speed, so you've got more acceleration up the hills and that sort of thing. But if you're the sort of person that wants to carve up the corners, and these corners are fantastic, but the speed limit wouldn't allow that. Of course, if no one's around and you want to risk it, that's up to you. But these sort of bikes are not that sort of style, and you wouldn't really choose a Royal Enfield if you want to be Barry Sheen or whoever else is the popular rider of the time. It shows my age, doesn't it? Now, if you have any doubts about the reliability of Royal Enfield, and you always get comments, or we always get comments from the haters, and every brand's got its haters, and they're going to say, oh, they're unreliable, they're horrible. This is testament to the fact they're not, because they've gone on forever and ever. And I believe in India, they actually use the classic 500 or the Bullet 500 as the sort of rescue vehicles. So they're absolutely perfect for that. So we recommend Royal Enfields purely because we love them, and they're very stylish, very cool, very comfortable, and are very characterful, not because we're being paid, because we're not. So get that out of your heads right away.
We've never personally had a bad experience on a Royal Enfield. I've never had anything go wrong with any of the Royal Enfields I've ridden, and I've ridden pretty much the whole range that they've done in the last 5 years, multiple times with different various ones. Of course, with anything that's man-made, some of them will go wrong, and that just happens. But we've had bad experience with other motorcycles going wrong, and to me it's not the bike going wrong that is the problem, it's the way that the manufacturer deals with it. That's really important. And from my own experience with a bike that I've had that's gone wrong, you can guess what that is. I've had a terrible experience with the way the manufacturer has dealt with it. Incredibly rude. So I won't be buying one of their bikes again, and that is why I went and got a Royal Enfield instead, because I've only had a good experience with them as a manufacturer.
Now, if you want to subscribe, then please do, because we make lots of interesting travel videos, lifestyle videos, and of course reviews. So if you subscribe, you won't miss them. And pretty much that's it for this video, so we'll see you next time. Goodbye.